right, what's up, you guys? I'm going to share this on my Twitter, so give me a quick second. I'm going to share it on Twitter as well, and you all can share it as well because we are live here. Thank y'all so very much. We're going to share this on Twitter because we are live this lovely morning, and we're going to share this on our Twitter account and that you all are here. So give me a quick second. I'm going to share this on our Twitter. All right. Also, we have good news. So next year, the Wiley Show is going to do its first live show. All right. Our first live show. And we're going to do our first live show in New York City. Reason why we're picking New York City is because that is the number one market where most of the subscribers are watching. So we will give y'all more details. That will be our first comedy, conversation, comedy, whatever. Our first show, live in color, will be next year in 2024. It will be in New York City. So people that's on DC, y'all can travel to New York, all right? So we will let y'all know about the venue, and that will be our first live show, live show, and that will be in New York. So we work with the producers out there. We work with getting that together. Very limited space. We're not going to try to get a huge, gigantic venue. It's going to be intimate, cool, and it's going to be our first live show. So we have already been talking to some other people. A lot of people didn't want to do it. So I said, I can't wait. I just do it. It's going to be a live show. So we will let y'all know it will be our first live show in New York City. We're going to do it in 2024. So we're going to put all the details out. We're going to do it at a good time where it's not too, you know what I'm saying? But we will definitely do it. And we will work with our members to get like a good scheduling. But we want y'all in the building. All right. It will be definitely in New York City. We were not going to pick Atlanta because Atlanta is like number 10. Most people that view us as viewing us from New York. So we're going to do our first live show, first of many. That's going to be in 2024. We will also tape this as well. It will be taped so we can live stream it in the future. So we will have release forms because some of y'all will be interviewed for that as well, blah, blah, blah. And so that's going to be next year. So if anybody have a venue, if you know of a venue, please email me. And I would put the email address on the screen here, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. So if you have any venues that we should do it at, a venue, please hit us up in this email, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. Say, hey, I know a beautiful venue, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. So again, that is going to be next year. So of course we have the tickets and everything. We will let y'all know. And so that'll be a WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. Of course, our members will get first dibs on the tickets, and they will get first dibs of wintertime and the tickets and everything like that. Because of course they are paid members at Patreon. They will have first dibs, and then we release it to the general public. So again, that is going to be in 2020. We have been thinking about this, and I said we got to do it with the audience. So it's going to be a good time. So that's going to be on in next year in 2024. Of course, I'm going to reach out to some special guests to perform. And the reason why I choose New York, I know a lot of people in New York City. A lot of people from editors, videographers, rappers, singers, actors. I know that market very well. So we're doing it in New York City. And we will definitely let y'all know. We give y'all enough notice because we have to give y'all enough notice because I know black people. All right. We're doing it way in advance because some of y'all going to get another refund check in January, February of next year. So we give y'all more than enough time. The tickets will be affordable. We're not going to try to break your pockets, but you know what I'm saying? But we got to make sure we got enough to cover the expenses. So please. So that's what we're doing. Do not give me other suggestions of the cities. The reason why we choose New York, because it's the number one city, the market of people that are there. Okay. that watches our show according to the analytics, and we're going to choose New York. All right. Vegas is our last trip for this year, and then we're going to do the live show. We was going to do a cruise, but I'm going to change that. We're going to do the live show first, and then we'll do a cruise in 2025. But right now, we're going to do a live show. It's time. It's more than enough time. It's time for us to do it and everything like that. So we want to get a small venue. So if 40 or 50 people come, it's packed. I'm not going to try to get a 800. And then you never know. It could change where I'm just popping like that we need a 300 seat or a 500 seat venue. But as of right now, we're going to do our first one for that way. So, yeah, so we're spacing it out. Give y'all a year to, know that's coming up, okay? And more information will be coming for that. So, again, so y'all travel and come out and show support and everything like that because New York is really good. So, y'all get your stuff early. And so we still have Vegas. So don't forget about the Vegas because we got to have a little time for Vegas because I want a vacation. I need a little party. So let's get into these videos. Now, I have to get into this because it's two different subjects I want to dive into. And I want to make sure I have this picture up here. So give me a second here. Let me put it out here. And I don't have his picture. So I'm going to bring up Milagro Gramz because it's mainly about her. So first and foremost, Milagro is very entertaining. And I don't like it when people come at her the way that they do and say she's ghetto. This woman knows her audience. They love to cuss. It's a loud type of audience. They love to cuss. That's what they do. Milagro, when you talk to her offline, she don't be in all that cussing. Like you, baby, she's just as nice and sweet. She's a beautiful Black woman. What I don't like is that she did an Instagram Live, right? She was on Instagram Live talking to her audience. And Kelsey came, that's Megan Thee Stallion, former best friend. She was responding to Milagro saying that you're posting fake news, you're doing too much, and you're pretending to be something. Let me see if I can find Mob's World because she posted some stuff on Mob's World. This is Milagro. And I love the fact that this woman has her own platform. I love that. I love the fact that she has her own platform. Give me a second while I bring it up. Because she can keep with the narrative what is being dispersed about. You got 20,000 people in here. I can't find it because I don't think she have it posted on here. I want to find, but she was literally going in on her. And this was because trying to go in on Milagro. Then hit the link, slide and said that, oh, I knew you was fake, Milagro. I was just pretending. Like, no, you showed this woman love. Now you want to talk. Lady, you sat here and lied on the stand saying you don't remember. You got amnesia. You got up there and lied, flip-flopped, and opened the door for the prosecutors to play your recording of you saying that Tory Lanez did pop Megan Thee Stallion with a weapon. These are your words. They would have never played that interview if you would have been up there telling the truth. You got up there saying you plead the fifth, you don't remember, you don't know what happened. Do y'all remember that? Welcome to the new subscriber. So Milagro have every right. And the narrative that I don't like from Dennis Byron is like you're trying to silence her. Like, I don't like it when Black men try to silence Black women. Women had to fight for decades to be noticed. If you go back to the history, Black men got the right to vote first because we were a man. Black men were property, had the right to vote. If you were property, a landowner, you had the right to vote before women. So Black women didn't technically get the right to vote until later on. They had to fight to get that. Then they had to fight to get noticed. Even during the civil rights movement, Women had to fight to be noticed. It was division, and it's a rights movement because women had their place. You could cook the food, you could be the secretary, but you can't sit on a podium and be a preacher. You can sing Mahalia Jackson, but Mahalia Jackson really wanted to be a preacher. But they were against women preachers back in the day. We have to allow women to talk. And she's very intelligent. And I don't always agree with Milagro. Yes, I throw shade at Milagro Gramz. I do. I'm a shady person. I tell jokes. But I respect that woman for what she believes in. She's standing for what she believes in. Everybody don't believe in what she believes in, and we shouldn't. We are a world that we all pick sides. We on one side, you defend your point. But the issue is people are jealous, listen, of her popularity because her stand, she dominates the spectrum. She dominated Instagram. She's dominating Twitter before they mass reported, which that was unfair. And she's dominating Station Head. Do you know on Station Head? Let me see if I can pull up the group name. Because I did my little research. Give me a second. Let me go to Station. Let me go to my picture because I screenshotted this. Do you know on Station Head? Let me see if I can find it. Because I took a screenshot. It's a group. Oh man, where did I take that screenshot? Let me scroll up. Man, I took a screenshot of a group. What's the name of the group? I took the screenshot, but it was a group on there, a white group. It's something Rush. I believe something Rush. She had more viewers than that group. She literally had more viewers than that group. It was something Rush. It was a white group, and it's last with Rush or something like that. But I remember it's a white group, and I was listening to the group of white people on there. They had 500 some views in that group, and they're backed by a major label. Milagro Gramz got quadruple that amount in her live chat as a black woman, not backed by a major label. She's not a singer. She's not a dancer. She is a commentator. Milagro Gramz to this day is still in the top 20. Most people that debunked her is artists with major platforms. When you keep scrolling, she is the only black woman that is sitting on the charts with people with big backings. She's sitting on the charts with people that the Stray Kids, that's a popular. She's sitting on the charts with another group of people, with artists. All of these artists that she's sitting with, and she's sitting right there. She's on the charts. And people need to understand, you may not agree with what she does, but she's dominating her sector, her space. They don't even post her, and I'm talking about black blogs, but still to this day, she gets much of an impact. And what I like about her is that she knows that the blogs don't post her like that. So what she did was, I'm going to change my entire formula and create Mob's World. I'm going to create my own IG, and I'm going to call it Mob's World. So I don't have to wait on these other blogs to post me. I'm going to post it myself. And she's very smart for that. She's very highly entertaining, highly consistent. People need to understand, she don't get a dime from the monetization of YouTube. She have that off. She get a check from Station Head. She get a check from Twitch. And she get most of her money from her audience. Everybody can't say the same. Well, her audience will give her thousands of dollars on the Cash App, on the PayPal, on the Venmo. for her opinion. A lot of black women are jealous because they can't demand that respect. Don't nobody want to hear their opinion. So most of her critics are black women. They're mad because they don't look or sound like her. They can't demand that respect. They don't have celebrities saying her name or saying their name. So they're jealous. And a lot of them are jealous because they tried to get her together and take over her show, and she blocked they behind. Do you understand what I'm saying? She blocked them. So they come over here to complain about her. But most of those people are the rejects that was rejected from her system because they tried to take over her platform, and she blocked them. And they come over here and they just, they complain. But most people that really complain about her, they gonna say, I used to listen to her, but she made me. But counsel out listen to that. I used to watch her. And I always ask her why you stopped watching her. Oh, because she cussed me out. She ain't allowed me to talk. She's running a cult. Because you was trying to control her and have your opinion drown out, in which it's a disadvantage because you can never control the person that owns the keys of the operation. Just like I can't come to your house and try to control you or how to sleep with your husband or how to raise your kids. I'm out of order because that's your show. That's your children. I can't control it. So even when I'm under my mom's rules, even though I'm an adult, but I follow under subjection because this is not my house. I know my role and I play it well because this is how she's the queen of that. I'm mature enough. I'm not like other folks to be ignorant. I know how to subject myself under authority. And I understand my role. And if you want complete control, I tell my sister this all the time. If you want to run things your way, you got to get your own place. That's the same idea when you have a YouTube. If you want a narrative, then you create your own show and you can have your narrative. And then you will see, and many people have done it, they stop doing it because it's challenging. It's not easy. If it was super easy, millions upon millions of people are going to do it. Yes, it's a lot of channels, but it ain't too many successful people like that. It's a group of us. And the higher you go up, the smaller it's going to be because you want the selfies, you want the attention, but it's the work. Because I didn't get here like overnight. The callers, the numbers, the recognition, that's happened for the work. People want the glory, but they don't want the work. People want Bishop T.D. Jakes' life, but they don't want the lifestyle he had when he was digging ditches in Virginia. Do you hear me? So the same thing with Milagro. They want the work, they want the glamour, but they don't want to get up early in the morning and do 12-hour shows a day. They ain't going to do that. So if you want this, you ain't up. Like my day, my mother looked and said, man, your day start early. I'm planning, I'm reading, I'm talking to people. She see all of the entire system. And then I got to do a show. Then I got to stop, do update, get approved the blog post. Then I got to do another YouTube because news are constantly changing. Then when I'm at work, I follow under subjection at work. I don't really check my phone like that because I'm busy working. Then when I'm on a break, I tap right into, okay, when I'm eating, I can still check my blog, check, what this going on. And I say, okay, that will be the show. Then come home and do it all over again. Because all of that work is going to pay off. All of that sacrifice is going to pay off. But you have to be consistent in doing that. It's about the consistency. So Milagro is a prime example, is putting in more than 40 hours a week. And this is the result. So when she go live on Station Head, it's 2,000 to 3,000 people watching. But she put the hours into it. Then while she's doing it, she's recording her video podcast, and then she premiere it. And it's a whole nother audience watching that. So she's doing two different things at one time, and she does that every single day. It's about consistency. So I don't like it where people are trying to drown her out and disrespect her because she have a right. She was one of the ones that said, the first ones that said Tory Lanez will not be sentenced yesterday. Many media outlets was making it seem like he was being sentenced. They didn't report on her saying that. And, and she had it right. She was not sentenced. Okay? She was not, Tory Lanez was not sentenced. So Milagro Gramz was right. Now, do she always get it right? No, she's an opinionated show. She's not CNN. She's not MSNBC. Even them, they get things wrong. Even Fox got sued for lying for billions. And they had, not for billions, for 400, 600 million, they had to pay the Dominion voting company because they were lying and saying the machines was rigged and people were believing it. And they sued their hind part. So even the news that you consume from white media outlets don't always have it right. But they never get the dragging y'all would give Milagro Gramz because you still there consuming that product. So Milagro is not doing anything different than any of these other outlets. Only difference is she black and she's a woman. Okay? Now, many people would say, oh, he's innocent, he's guilty, he's this, he's that. Everybody have a narrative. Just like people were saying it's over for Trump. They said that before and the man won. And back in 2016, did he lose the second? Yes. We in a whole nother ball game. The world is different. And so just buckle your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. So Milagro, to my sister, keep talking. Keep being your authentic self. See, the problem is y'all are used to people being machines and following a system and being a puppet. And that's why a lot of these shows are being canceled because they're trying to follow a system of what is safe. And then it's boring. You got to be you. Be your true, authentic self. And the reason why the Wiley Show is growing and we're getting more reach because of myself. I used to be like, oh, this is going to give me cancer. You can't really think like that because you might as well just stop existing. So once you, nobody can be you. And there will be an audience for you. And Milagro got an audience that love her for her and what she brings to the table. So, and she's standing up for what she believes in. And women, you supposed to stand up for what you believe in. Just like there's some women that stay with abusive men, stay with thugs. And my sister, all her men, she loved the thugs. She loved them. So I don't even waste my breath telling her not to deal with the thugs because she's still going to deal with the thugs. No different than, what was that? Dorinda Clark, the Clark sisters. Her daughter admitted, I like thugs. Her man in prison. I don't know if he out now, but when that show came out, the gospel show, she said, I love the thugs. So, and her mom tried to tell her, hey, stop doing it. But you got to let people do what they want to do. So whatever you believe in, whether it's right or wrong, people should have that right to believe it if you as an adult. And that's what Milagro is living proof, that she believed in a system. She believed in defending whoever she believed is innocent. There's many people, defense attorneys, that will defend their client to the fullest of the law because in this country, we do have freedom of speech. It ain't freedom of you got to always get it right. No, freedom of speech. And sometimes the speech, you may not agree with that, but she have the freedom to explain what she believed in. And we must, now you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to consume it. But we also have, on the same token, on the flip coin, we don't have to silence her because you don't agree. Just like we had a show, it was me and Amir, we were on this show. Amir was on the show with me, and we were talking. Now, this is supposed to be a quote unquote liberal. And we were talking, and then he said something about trans, right? And I said my point. He disagreed with the point so much, he hung up. President Biden, a president of the United States, had a pride event on the South Line. You know what happened at that pride event? The trans activist model took her shirt off, took off her shirt, showed her bare chest meat, boobies, whatever you want to call it. And the White House had to ban her from the White House. So, so you understand what I'm saying? And so we're diving on another day, but Milagro keep being you. Now, I'm always going to agree with her. No, I'm not going to always agree with her. I'm very critical when she did it, but I will also give her credit when credit is due. I respect her when she went on her platform. She always credit the Wiley Show. That's why I give her that due respect. Now, I'm always going to be believing everything. You know, I can't believe everything. Some of the stuff don't make no sense to me. So I tell my audience, just like I say things that y'all don't agree with. But I believe she's a Scorpio, but she's strong in her mind and what she believes in. Just to say I'm the same way. I believe in what I believe in. Okay? So let her have that. And just like people say, oh, she don't need no filter. That's her choice to get a filter. She's beautiful without. She's a beautiful black woman. But if she want to wear makeup and lip gloss and baby hair and a filter, that is her prerogative. You ain't screwing her. Okay? She should have every right to do what she have to do. Right? So, and people say, well, sir, she have fake news. Go watch Fox. You think they telling the truth over there? Half that stuff is a bunch of crap, but it's worth billions of dollars. Billions. Billions of dollars. Make more money than all us black YouTubers combined in this particular sector. And it's worth billions. And they have millions of people that tune into that product every single day. In the millions. And all they do up there is lie. They have a narrative. Do I have any disagreements? Okay. All right. But I don't see y'all over on Fox saying that about them. Go on over there in the chat and say that. Go over there. They were sued for lying. They were sued. All right. All right. Give me a second here. All right. All right. Let's move on because I have to say that point. So today, I understand that. I understand what y'all saying, but she have the freedom, and she should come on this show and talk, and come on this platform and say what she has to say. You don't have to agree with her. She does get it wrong sometimes, but we all get it wrong sometimes. I came out and said Tasha K. innocent. She gonna win that civil suit, and she lost that civil suit. She lost that civil suit. She lost it. All right, let's move on. I just had to say that. And we'll open the phone lines, allow y'all to call in. Just don't cuss. I can get you out of here. Even though somebody was slipping up a couple cuss words. Anyway, that's the point. Please don't try to cuss. All right. Because I was hungry. I couldn't stay on my post like that. All right. Let's talk about Peter. So Tasha K interviewed a lady that was on her app. She interviewed and she posted on YouTube because nobody watched it on the app like that. I told y'all that. That's why she had to file bankruptcy because ain't nobody going on the app like that. So she was saying some very disgusting things about Peter, saying that Peter is a scam artist, saying that he don't pay his people from the restaurant. She was saying all these things about Peter, that Peter is a scammer and all these type of things. We have talked to people with Peter that worked in his restaurant. They said it's all lies, that Peter paid them on time. None of this stuff had happened. And then I posed a question to the lady is, why are you having a GoFundMe? A known ex-felon for fraud. You have a GoFundMe page for $150,000 because you claim that you're going to pay back all the people that was not paid from the restaurant, you know, and she definitely got paid herself, and she did all this talking. Now this is a whole criminal, a criminal. Peter gave her a chance to work with his restaurant. And now that she's been fired for not doing her job, now she want to come at Peter because she wasn't doing her job. And she goes to Tasha K, a known liar that was sued for millions. Went on there and said, well, you know, I did checks fraud. She did all of this fraud, and you want us to believe that you were a victim of a scam from Peter, but yet you stayed there for almost 2 years with all this alleged scamming, and you said, oh, I stayed because of the workers? Like, why haven't it been shut down? Why haven't the IRS been involved? Why haven't the labor board been involved? None of these. Why haven't he been arrested for violations upon violations? Why haven't he been arrested for hiring illegal immigrants? You know what I'm saying? But from ICE, why have you corroborate? Like, she wasn't making sense. Like, she said, well, I'm gonna send you. Okay, you sending Tasha K all this evidence. Why haven't you sent it to the authorities? Where's the update on that investigation? Because if all this fraud is going on, why haven't it been saying to the public? Like, if all that fraud been going on, like, why are we just going to Tasha? All of that should have been going to the authorities. Like, literally. And like I said, if Peter is so wrong, why are the ex-employees or former employees posting complaints about his behavior? Like, why? Please make me understand, why isn't any complaints made about him, any lawsuits made about him? The only thing I'm seeing is people doing TikToks. Okay? All of this TikTok. There is going to be some issues that goes on. That's business. But to paint this narrative that he's so evil and his restaurant is just this whole criminal enterprise of just crime being committed. I don't believe in that narrative. I don't. Like, I just can't believe in that. And I don't believe in that. And I'm not even going to try to lie and say I do, because I don't. It don't make sense. This is a Black-owned business, that highly successful business, and celebrities still going there to this day. And if you ain't been paid for 6 months or 8 months, then you stupid to continue to work for that establishment. You miss one paycheck for me, I ain't returning. Just like if this place don't pay me, you think I'm returning? I don't care how I love that job. If I don't get paid, you ain't gonna see me. If my check let's say if I get paid today and then get paid, and you talking about give it a couple more days, I ain't coming until I get paid. You ain't gonna play me like that. So ain't no way in the world I'm going to work for an establishment. Let's just say that's true. You ain't get paid for 3 years. And you still work there? Then you stupid. That's just plain old dumb. I'm not working nowhere. And I'm telling y'all, well, I ain't been paid. I got a sleep at job. I got evicted. I ain't been paid in 6 months. I'm calling my bank. If that deposit don't hit at midnight, they getting a phone call from me. And then next I'm calling human resource. And if they tell me, well, we couldn't pay you. Well, this is my last day. This is it for me. I ain't coming in. Ain't no 2 week notice. You don't pay me, you have broken the contract, and I'm suing you and filing so many complaints. Where in the world you literally ain't pay me a dime, and you think I'm gonna still pass out a plate of chicken? Please, I'm not passing out a fork if I don't get paid. So this narrative that these people ain't getting paid for months, some ain't right about that. That don't make no sense. And these are grown adults? Nah, player. Even if you got illegals, these people ain't gonna be working for free. If my check bounce, I ain't working. I'm bouncing up out of there. I'm not working. If my check bounce, there is no me coming back. If it bounced one time until I get a clear, then I come back. To the end, I'm on strike. I'm on strike. I'm on strike. Let it bounce. I'm a bounce my hand pork up out of there. Oh, it bounced. Well, look like I ain't. Oh, you coming in? Nope. You stupid. Ain't no much gullible in come on, they're gullible. You just plain on stupid. Ain't no way in the world a check bounce and I'm working and keep on bouncing and you still working? You stupid. It's plenty jobs out there, plenty restaurants out there. And then these dumb idiots that she claimed that he didn't have his liquor license. So she breaking the law, going to buy liquor with her in her name. You just stupid. Ain't no way his liquor ever broke. And then my checks is bounced. So okay, this is what this lady said. Checks bounced. I ain't been paid. He lost his liquor license, so I have to go and get liquor. And then this lady said, according to her, I ain't been paid. Then she said, I had to use my personal funds to buy plates and forks and knives and spoons. You just stupid. Ain't no way in the world. Why are you not sending this to the media? Why are you not sending this to, because they done investigative journalists about Darius Cooks. Why you can't send it to these same people? If you got all this evidence you claim. So somebody's story ain't adding up. If you got all this paper, why are you going to Tasha K and not to a journalist that does investigative journalism? They done it for Darius Cooks. They done it for Darius. They done multiple stories about Darius. Multiple stories. And they reached out to Darius and said, can you answer these allegations? So y'all can make me understand. And the name of the restaurant is Bar One. Now I've talked to some former, I talked to some current, they say everything is good. They said everything is good. One particular person I reached out to, she said she was late a day and she got paid. So she also says the lady is a scammer. Like the lady is scamming. She said she's putting this narrative out that she's going to pay all these employees. That's a scam. All right, y'all, raise money. It is a scam. And Peter definitely responded. Let me see if I can find what Peter said, if it's still up, because it's been a little while, you guys, because there's been so many other pressing topics we was going to talk about, but that other story we talked, it's been a lot. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second. One sec. I'm going to play this of what Peter said. I'm going to come back and hear y'all point. Give me 1 second. We're going to play this because this is Peter's words.
The only reason why I did it is because that person started a GoFundMe page for $250,000.
$250,000. Wow.
That she's going to manage to pay employees that she said I owe money at Bar on Miami Beach that I'm not paying. She only worked in my bar for 6 weeks. Her criminal past, I gave her a shot. But a criminal past is she's paying restitution for $250,000 because she defrauded some business. And I see that she's doing it again. All right. So I need to post it because somebody might believe her lies and actually make a contribution, which will be making a contribution to her pocket because she's not interested in helping anyone. Yeah, I post what I pay her because that was the final pay. When you fired somebody, you're supposed to have two checks, 3 checks going forward. I'll go ahead and cash her out with cashier's check. Yeah, because she's running around saying that she hasn't been paid. So I gave you guys the receipt. With that said, if you want to support a GoFundMe page, please don't do it in the interest that you're helping anyone that work for my company. Because I pay my debt. I pay my debt. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm a small business trying to operate and giving jobs to people that look like me, male or female, straight or gay. I don't care what you are. You're a human being. I'm going to give you a shot. Okay? That person is straight about self-interest and self-interest only. I discovered that 6 weeks in, and I terminated her. That's all you need to know. And everyone that work in the building is coming back to work because I'm a fair person. That's all you need to know. You've been watching me do it all the time, right? You've been seeing every time a black person is upset at a black owner. All right, especially someone like me that's been in the reality game for years. The first thing they want to do is throw stones because they think I'm going to duck and I'm going to run. I don't duck and I don't run. You got the wrong person. I'm going to stand tall. Okay? All right? I'm on some FUBU shit. For us, by us. Okay? And all that you guys do is not going to stop that practice. I'm going to keep on going and help my community as long as I can. I'm going to keep on giving second chances as long as I Okay, I usually don't read the comments. All right. And I have never done anything like this. And the only reason why.
All right. Y'all heard that. Then this the lady. ALE Elsha Michelle Hunt was hired by Bar One as a general manager. In spite of her criminal past, the Bar One Group believes in giving people second chances. But what the Bar One Group won't stand for is for someone to continue their criminal ways by using our name to continue to scam people. Her tenure here was roughly 6 weeks when we would discover she was not a good fit for the brand. She was released and paid in full. She is continuing her crimes by setting up a GoFundMe account. Please be aware it is a scam. She is a criminal. She has been previously ordered to pay $226,000, $537.78 in restitution to her previous victims. Do not be a victim of her new scam. Peter also said, this is what happens when we give some people a second chance at life. But this won't stop me from being who I am. I will always look out for those who need help. And and tagged he tagged his company, Bar One Miami Beach. So that is what it is. Okay. So people is like believing her narrative. And where's the class action lawsuit? Where's all this type of stuff that's going on? So I had to like dive into this conversation and have this with Peter because Peter is innocent. I believe that he's been railroaded. And this is why you have to be careful hiring scammers to be managers in different. So you have to be very careful. It's okay to have you work in the kitchen, but you have to be very careful. Everybody is not like this particular woman, and she still owe restitution. Like, I'm not going to hire you to work with money and you still owe people. You'll be in the kitchen mopping floors. Okay. You won't be around the money. She actually have to pay restitution for her victims because she did credit card fraud and check fraud. And Tasha K did not dive into that lady criminal past. Really opened the book up to her criminal past and read the charges because she's trying to bait Peter in the beef so it could increase her numbers on her ad. And thank God Peter has been silent to that entire situation when it comes to Tasha K, because Tasha's trying to bait this brother in a beef so she can get more people to subscribe to her channel so she can get that check to be increased, because that's why she's moving it from her app to YouTube, because ain't nobody talk about it on her app, and two, it went on her YouTube. All right. That's the formula, because ain't nobody, if she had 300,000 people a month subscribe to the app, she won't even go on YouTube no more. If she had 300,000 people on that app, this is how much money she would have made if she had that on her app. 300,000 people times $12.99, that's $3 million a month. She wish she had those numbers. She don't have it. Okay. So people say vulnerable. There's no such thing as a vulnerable worker to have you work for 6 months and get paid. These people ain't doing that no more. These people will work somewhere. You cannot play with them like you used to. This is 2020. It's so many jobs. And you mean to tell me you working for free? You can tell a lot of somebody else I ain't believing that. I don't care if you ain't got no papers. You ain't working for nobody for free, because you got to send money home back to your country, back to your family, back to your wife, and you wasting time working for somebody for 6 months and tell that out to somebody else. All right, so we're going to open up the phone lines, and we're going to allow you all to call in. So give me a second here. We're going to allow you as the audience to call in. All right. All right. We're going to allow you all to open up. Okay. Ain't nowhere in the world you that gullible. You just stupid. Ain't no way. You deserve to be scammed. You work for like 6 months and get paid. Ain't no way in the world. I ain't doing that. No. So call in and make me understand that you working for 6 months for free and homeless. She said she had to open up the restaurant and allow people to live in the restaurant. And you didn't go to the government. You just as evil. So now you speaking out once you get fired. Come on now. You just as stupid. That's how I don't understand. Like people, oh, now I want to speak out because he fired me. But it was okay for you to scam. But now he didn't let you go and relieve you of your duties. And now you want to stand up for these victims and raising a GoFundMe for $250,000. I'm not giving a dollar. I'm not giving a dollar. Okay. Now I'm on the app and been to be nosy. And there's hardly 200 people watching when I've been on that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just saying. So can somebody call in and help me out here? 972. I want to hear some callers. I need just 1-2 callers. Would you work? The question: would you work for a establishment and don't get paid for you ain't get paid for multiple checks and still show up for work? Can somebody call in for that? Will you work for multiple bounce checks and you still go to work? Can somebody call in? Barely 200 people. I told you, y'all didn't believe me. But now you got other people, barely 200 people. You never seen that app have 3,000 people, 4,000 people, 5,000 people. So if you got 200 people watching, 200, that's $2,500 a month. Hey, good morning. You live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I just wanted to say, no one's working for free. Like you said, it is 2023. No one is working for free. I did watch that interview of the lady with Tasha K, and I did find it a little suspicious when she said that the people were working for 6 months and then some people became homeless. Because I'm like, wait a minute. If this is true, these people are some darn fools, because who's going to sit around and work, and slave at Peter's restaurant and not get paid, and you getting kicked out? You got to sleep in the car, you got to sleep in the restaurant, and she's saying Peter's telling her, well, this is not, you need to be a social worker. I was like, wow, this is like crazy. I know they have said stuff about Peter's sketchy business practices before, but this is really out of line. And I do believe if this was true, that more of his staff would have spoken up. They would have came out and said something, and because he's, pretty famous, and nobody's working for free. And that was just crazy to me. That's why I was like, wait a minute, something's a little off about this story. And when I found out that she was also arrested for scamming and for check fraud, and she also was trying to throw in that narrative, like, because of my past, this is why he hired me, because he wanted to basically alluding to the fact that maybe he had this big elaborate plan to set her up and make her take the fall for all this, So that's what it was given. And I was like, wow, is this is like a movie. Like, I don't know what, I don't believe her.
I don't believe her either. And then so she raising money to pay all the employees. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, why didn't you call the Better Business Bureau? Why didn't you call the authorities? She said that she's so privy to all this information, and she has all the receipts, and she has all this, and don't play with her and all. Well, if you have all these receipts and everything, take this to the Better Business Bureau. Take this up with the IRS. Get the gang of employees that's underpaid, and you go march up to the heaven's gates and bang on, together. What are you doing, lady? Like, this, it just didn't make any sense. But I love you so, Wiley.
No newspaper, like she said, she have all, and then you go to a known liar that's been sued.
Yeah, that was kind of sketchy. And like you said, if she had all that traffic to the app, she would not be on YouTube. I do subscribe because I do like some of her content, but yeah, she wouldn't be on YouTube. I think she's just grasping at straws at this point. But
because she's trying to
her past
Peter.
history.
Yeah,
due to her past history with the lies, she should be tread very carefully on what she picks up as far as stories.
Yeah, you're right. You are so right. Because she put that on the app, and then the next day she had to put it on YouTube because nobody's watching it on the app.
Right. No one's going to the app because why? I just let sometimes, if she has a great story that I want to see, I'll pay the $12.99, but then I just cancel it. And then I do got to switch my credit cards because sometimes it is hard to cancel. So I keep that on my time account, not the regular credit card, because you just, switch it in and out when you can't cancel. But yeah, she needs to really vet these stories further, because I think that lady was full of crap. I think she was making up stories. I think she was trying to plan a narrative, already, this elaborate plan that Peter so happens to sort her out. Like, look at this felon. Let's choose her. Like, let's take her. We're going to use her. Like, it was crazy. Yeah. But enjoy your day, Wiley.
Because she said she didn't get hired, and then they reach out because she fits the narrative because of her past. That didn't make sense.
Yeah, it did. It didn't.
it's like and then she said, well, she got to pay the workers, and the workers begged her to stay.
Yeah, and the GoFundMe, like that is going in her pocket. That's where it's going to go fund her pocketbook. That's where it's going to go fund. I don't believe it's going to any employees. I think it was a whole bunch of poppycocks, and I don't even understand why Tasha K even entertained this lady. She said it was because of her past history as a restaurant worker. Well, I guess a lot of restaurant workers are not very honest because these track records are not good.
Absolutely. You already know Tasha K is a known liar. And then she said she allowed the employees to take money home. So she admitted that she committed some fraud at her restaurants. She said, yes, I allowed them to take some money home.
Yeah, she did pretty much understand the methodology of the thievery. She knew how it went down. So
because she talking about the tickets and she talk about this, and then the lady said no, he give them gift card. So it's just like the narrative over there. It's hard to
and gift cards. Who's getting paid in gift cards? I like Amazon, but I don't pay me in a gift card. I don't give me the hardcore cash.
It's just so sad. I just thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to that interview and giving your narrative on that. Because I don't think you would have known what happened if it didn't go on YouTube. Because I don't think you would have paid your money to. No,
I wouldn't have paid money to see what somebody's lying about Peter and his employees. Like Peter done opened restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. But we haven't heard anything to this capacity. Now we heard a lot of things, but I think this was really far. She was just really reaching. I think she was trying to reach up and grab a cloud with this one.
And then she's a cloud chaser
reaching as well for entertaining this.
She was a TikTok. She's trying to build her career on TikTok with the Peter situation. But I'm like, why are you wasting time doing that? Shouldn't you go to authorities?
Yeah, because this is a major crime. If these people were being paid, and it was giving me I was wondering, were there illegal immigrants? Like, was these illegal immigrants that they were willing not to get paid for the promise of future revenue? But no, she's saying like these are regular American people that know better. Like, this doesn't make any sense. No one. I can't even tell my daughter to clean up her room sometimes for free. I have to threaten her. Like, she wants to get paid, so I know these people want to get paid. Like, they're not going to work for free and sleep in a restaurant. It's not happening.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for calling in, sister.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we have one more particular caller, and then we're done. I didn't think we was going to get this live done like this. Like, y'all are calling in. I think it was one more person that called in. So give me a second here.
Hey, Wiley, what's up, man?
Hey, yes, I'm live. You live on the Wiley Show. You got to say something about Peter?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, to answer your question, no, man, we shouldn't be trying to. I don't know why anybody would want to or would let themselves be taken advantage of like that and be working for free. I mean, slavery over. We've been free a long time. And then why would you go and just work for somebody with no money for 6 months? That's just backwards. I mean, maybe the check is later, a couple of days. That's one thing, but 6 months? No, man. Out of order. So I feel like if you're working that long, you just get whatever you get. Then it's not right. But hey, if you're that dumb, she come and work in my backyard and fix some stuff in my house. If she want to just work for free, she's taking advantage of. You can earn her keep. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Never mind. But yeah, hell no. HAIL no. We're not be working for free, man. Hey, y'all have a good Wednesday. Y'all take care. Thanks, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. Man, that man said you can come work in my backyard for free. Said you can come work in my backyard for free. If you want to work for free, you come work in my you come work in my backyard for free. If that's what you want to do, come work in my backyard for free. Oh man, hold on, y'all. That was funny. Ain't nowhere in the world I don't know anybody that want to work for free. I just don't. They said must be because he's feeling for the good. Man, that's just so much, man. And then she said, They homeless. She said she had to open up the restaurant and allow them to be in a restaurant for free to sleep. So how they able to bathe? That's just no evidence of them sleeping in the restaurant. And then she said, and then Tasha K didn't even post the receipts. She didn't post no receipts. No receipts. All right. No receipts that she posted. Give me a second here. We're going to give our closing remarks. I got to just answer this. Let me see what y'all saying in here. Must be sponsorship. But you shut off the green card a long time ago. You can Google it. It's an area. I don't think bar one is closed. It said opens at 4 p.m. I can make a reservation. Three people made the reservation today. I was just down there last month and it was booming. Oh, see, can you call in Queen B More? Somebody said it was booming. Somebody said they was just there a month ago and they said it was booming. That's what Queen Moore said. I don't know if Queen Moore can call in. That's what she said. She said it was booming. The number is 972-674-9462. She said it was booming. Okay. She said it is open. It's good when people actually go there and can speak from experience. And I did Google. That's what someone just said. Let me see. Crystal laughing emojis. Yeah. Bar one is still open in Baltimore because I still see it in the Google thing. Unless it's just happened and Google didn't update. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it say temporarily closed. So it's temporarily closed. Yeah, because I just saw it on here. That's what it said. See, when I check it on the Google on the Google Maps, it said one thing. It say temporarily closed. I didn't see that because somebody just circled that around there. It say temporarily closed. So I don't know what that means. I'm not. There's been accused of scaring his business thriving even more, according to him. Still doesn't take away from the accusations. They say they lost their liquor license. All right, they lost their liquor license. Oh wow, that they said so. It's not open. It's temporarily closed. Okay, so it's not open. Temporary is closed. Temporary closed. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. This was a good live. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in to this live today. I will see y'all in the other video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for calling in. Thank you. This was good. Little black boy, you beautiful. Also, little black girl, you're enough. When time to get hard, always remember to put God first. Let me put this on here. We got Vegas, October 6th to the 9th coming up. And if you want to come through, this will definitely, you want to come through to this, please send me an email, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com, and we will respond to your email. All right, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. Thank you all. So make sure y'all go check out the website as well. So if you want to RSVP, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. And you can also go to the website, www.wileytro.com. Make sure you all subscribe to that as well. All right, people that have already RSVP for this, we will be sending y'all a message soon about the party bus. So we're going to try to send that information in the month of July to give y'all enough time. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all have a wonderful day. We will see y'all in the next video. Peace and blessings to you all. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe. I know y'all going to have a lot to say in the comments, and I'm here to read them all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank y'all. Okay. Yes. Oh, my apologies. Open Table says open, but Google said temporary closed. yes. That's what I was looking at. To say one thing. Your next ex said Wiley when the next evening show can't call in the morning and all the birds chirps in the background. Sorry, I'm not a morning person. We'll let y'all know when we go back live. You'll know. All right. We'll try to go live tonight. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Hey, hey, hey.